Hey guys, it's Greg. Welcome back to another how-to video. This time, we're going to be learning how to write Djent riffs. Now I know what you're thinking.
But Greg, Djent is like the hardest, coolest, most technically hard, technical genre of all time. You can't possibly do that.
Well, shut up and don't be silly. It's not nearly as hard as you think it is if you just follow these simple steps. Okay, step number one. Before we get to any of this music stuff, it doesn't matter. We need to get into the hipster mindset. So here's what you're going to do. You need to grab at least one extremely overpriced coffee from your local beanery. If you haven't done that yet, pause this lesson, go do that, and come back. Step number two, very important step. We need a man bun, but not just any man bun. It's got to be a top knot, a very tight top knot man bun. All right, so now that we have a top knot man bun so tight you could go audition to be a ballerina in the Nutcracker, we're ready to move to our next step. You need a tight black shirt. It's the only acceptable wardrobe. And it needs to be a V-neck. It needs to be a deep V with as much hamburger meat chest hair showing as humanly possible. All right, now that we have way too much hamburger showing from our extremely deep V, it's time to move to the next step, tuning. Tuning is very important for this. You want to be as low as humanly possible. I'm barely going to be pulling this off with my 6 string. Really, 7 to 9 to 15 strings is ideal for this. But with my 6 string, I'm in drop C tuning. Not that it matters. You'll see why in a second. Next step, we need a guitar strap. We want it to be as ironic as possible. And we also want it to be as high as humanly possible. Okay. So I've chosen my Ninja Turtle strap. Why? Why would somebody do this? Well, for being ironic, we wouldn't, right? Djent guys are cool, but are they? Because Ninja Turtles, or whatever. Okay. And this is the highest this can go. Now, ideally, you want one that can go even higher than this. You want it so high that your chin can rest in this groove, all right? But for now, this is acceptable. We're only a few inches away. So next step, the gear. All right, so a very important part of the Djent tone is we want to use the right Djent gear. So for this, I'm going to be using the clean channel of my Rev G20. We're going to be running my Abasi Pathos pedal into it. Why are we doing that? Well, he's Djent, so is the pedal, so therefore, Djent tone. And we want the tone to be, it's already too tight, but we want it to be even tighter than that. So we're going to be boosting it, of course, with an overdrive. All right, so now we're going to get to the tone. All right, so now we're going to hear my sample Djent tone. So tight, so Djent, so great. But there's one last step, and this is by far the most important of this entire lesson. You need a standard pair of hipster glasses. Why do we need these, you say? Well, here's the important part. Djent isn't actually music. It's binary code. And if any standard pair of hipster glasses allows you to see the code, which I will demonstrate now. And look, I know there's a lot of you that are mad at me right now. Me, that's not true, whatever. I don't make the rules. The binary code does. And to prove it, I will now put my standard pair of hipster glasses to the camera, and you will see the binary code appear before your very eyes. Alright guys, so there you go. That's how to write every Djent riff ever. And again, I don't make the rules, the binary code does, so you can't be mad at me, I'm just the one telling you about it. So that'll do it for this video, guys. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you me? Let me know in the comments below. If you want a tab for this, there's going to be a link to the binary code in the video description. And as always, like, share, and subscribe to get all the latest from me. It's like burning my fingers while I'm talking. Did that turn out good, do you think? Okay. Okay.